Hey everyone, welcome to Off the Top Rope here. I'm not going to give you a broad um, review of the debut of Raw on Netflix. You guys already saw my watch log. Thanks to all who have viewed that. It was a lot of fun to be on that, and it was a fun show. A lot of people are mad about, hey, did there wasn't a lot of storyline development. It felt like a WrestleMania, and it didn't really feel like a lot of plot points. It felt like they were introducing a new audience, which is fine. So I'm not mad about that. But now I want to give you guys like one of the big picture takeaways that I had from this show, and it's not it's I'm going to quote Paul Heyman. This isn't a prediction, this is a spoiler. CM Punk is winning the 2025 Royal Rumble. He is winning the 2025 Royal Rumble. If you don't like CM Punk, I'm sorry. I am more convinced than ever that 2025 is going to be the year of one Philip Jack Brooks. And the Chicago-made Punk, CM Punk, I fully believe that he is going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to main event WrestleMania. He's going to be world champion. This is going to be the year of CM Punk. If you didn't need any more evidence, watch the show tonight. Or whenever you were watching this video back, watch the show back. He was in the main event of the biggest show, the biggest Monday Night Raw in the history of the show that's been dating back since 1993. Main event of the show on Netflix over Roman Reigns. And he won clean as a sheet to one of the best wrestlers in the company, Seth Rollins. Clean as a sheet. No shenanigans, nothing. He won in a straight wrestling match, a banger, by the way. He won. And if you look at the other prospects on the board to potentially win the Royal Rumble, a lot of people are saying John Cena. John Cena's won two of these things. Randy Orton's on the board. Randy Orton doesn't need to win. Roman Reigns doesn't need to win. Like every conceivable option to win the men's Royal Rumble this year is not realistic, in my opinion. CM Punk has never won a Royal Rumble. And if you remember, the famed Royal Rumble, obviously last year with the injury, but then the last Royal Rumble he had before that, a lot of people thought he should have won, and he didn't win in 2014, and then he walked out the door the very next day. So I think this is the year of redemption for CM Punk, and this the debut on Netflix January 6, 2025 is going to go down as really like the starting point of this angle and this storyline. Who do I think he beats at WrestleMania? Who do I think ultimately he faces? I think a match with Cody Rhodes would be very, very interesting. I just don't know how much of a story you can go with. They obviously have some heat from last year in the finish to that Royal Rumble, and they got really personal in a promo in the build up to that Royal Rumble. Gunther can make a lot of sense. Him conquering Gunther would actually be a lot of fun. I would be all for that. But the point here that I'm going to try and hammer home is really what WWE is going to do their best to do is make CM Punk a big fucking deal this year. And believe me when I tell you this, it is going to drive the other place insane because CM Punk made some wardrobe choices wearing the exact same jacket that he wore when he got fired by AEW in that famed brawl-in situation with Jack Perry. So I'm not saying that there isn't some, messaging here from WWE and pushing CM Punk to the moon like they are going to. But also, I think this is, redemption and also like, kind of rallying, getting back around under like a common purpose with Triple H and CM Punk. Because it wasn't working when CM Punk was there previously under Vince McMahon. He comes back under a new regime. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. This new television and rights deal with Netflix, and then obviously all the stuff shifting all over the place. There's just a lot of things going on, and it seems like ever since he came back, especially with that feud with McIntyre, which was a great idea on the fly that they made, they go back to this Rollins match, and maybe they go to another Seth Rollins match. I don't know. Maybe he's the champion at the point where we get to WrestleMania, but every other option that I was looking at, and I was thinking about this a couple days ago about, okay, Royal Rumble's in about a month. Who do I think is going to win? And CM Punk's always been in the back of my mind. I was like, okay, how are they going to get there if Seth Rollins is still on the board? But then they have this match, and then Punk goes over clean, and it was a statement made by WWE. They're not playing around. They're all in on CM Punk. And for any of you CM Punk haters, and I know there are a lot of you out there, hi Elias, I know you're out there. I hate to break it to y'all. He's winning the Royal Rumble. He's going to be a world champion in 2025. Year of redemption for Philip Jack Brooks. CM Punk. AEW is probably going to be infuriated too by the whole result of this too. But they're going to handle this the right way. And one thing that I will say to the people that are kind of mad that nothing really of note. I mean, yes, there was a title change. Roman got the Eula back. The one thing that I will say is they played it safe, and I think that was the smart way to do this. Not go with anything too crazy. Get new people invested in these characters, especially CM Punk. Maybe you get some old people back who were not into WWE because of Vince McMahon, and CM Punk's back in the company, and now he's a big time player. Maybe that's what this is about. Just sort of like, establishing the main players in this, this new WWE. And it's clear as day, guy who was literally cutting a promo with Jackie Redmond off air on Netflix, basically saying he's the best in the world. And he's not playing around. He's doing everything he possibly can. There's a reason behind that. So that's my big picture takeaway from the first Raw on Netflix. All in all, a really good show. For a lot of the hardcore wrestling fans, they're probably disappointed because they were kind of expecting some big angles to come out of this. I understand why they went this route and ultimately decided, hey, let's have some fun matches. Let's keep the crowd engaged. The visuals and the production value, and Tuit Dome's an amazing building. It was a great idea to do it in that building. It looked great. It sounded great. Everything was awesome in part of it. But in terms of substance, there wasn't a lot there. But in saying that, that doesn't mean it was a bad show. So, and like I said, the biggest thing that I'm happy about is that they've made it pretty clear, to me at least, and maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, but it's pretty clear to me that CM Punk is their guy, and they're going to go forward all in with him on the way to WrestleMania 41. In regards to how the rest of this card looks, I have no freaking idea. Because there is a lot of open-ended stuff with The Rock. He was buddy-buddy with everybody, which is a little bit weird. So I don't know what that leaves for Cody Rhodes. I don't know what that leaves for Roman Reigns. But hey, at least, like I said, we've got one thing decided in, who's going to win the Royal Rumble. And that, to me, as I've said multiple times on this, is CM Punk. So thanks for watching Off the Top Rope here. We'll have a lot more this week. Obviously, SmackDown at the back half of the week. We'll have CFP content coming later this week, and also NFL content, because CFP semifinals coming up Thursday and Friday, and then obviously the NFL playoffs starting on Saturday. So a big weekend of football, big weekend of wrestling. Thanks so much tuning in here on the Off the Mic Sports Network, the perfect place for the perfect blend between sports and sports entertainment. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.